Most High to what?
To bruise him.
To bruise him. So it pleased the Most High. Because why? The Most High understood it. The Most High understood what he had to do. And then he was pleased at who? He was pleased at the Messiah. Because the Messiah had to take it like a champ, but he had to take it to suffer for the nation of Israel. Okay, read.
He hath put him to grief when thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin.
Read.
He shall see his seed. He shall prolong his days. And the pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in his hand.
So that was the pleasure of the what?
The pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in his hand.
The pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in his hand. You understand? Because remember, he's going to see the Messiah come back. He's going to make his second return. The Messiah is going to see that. I know you Old Testament lovers, y'all don't want to see that. All y'all want to do is make mockery. That's all you want to do. Okay, read.
He shall see the travail of his soul.
Read.
And shall be satisfied.
And he shall be satisfied. He's going to be satisfied of everything. Because he understands that the Messiah is coming back. And the Messiah is coming back to do what? To take over the whole earth. To kill some of these nations. And to have us up there as what? To have us up there with him ruling the earth in righteousness. You understand? Read.
By his knowledge shall my righteous servant justify many, for he shall bear their iniquities.
So he's going to, so the Messiah is bearing our iniquities. Meaning he died for our sins. That's what he did. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because he had to be the human sacrifice. He had to sacrifice for the nation of Israel. Because no man on this earth couldn't do it. Because that would be too much for that man to do it. You understand? So therefore, the Messiah had to do it.
Right.
Okay, read.
Therefore will I divide him a portion with the great, and he shall divide the spoil with the strong, because he hath poured out his soul unto death, and he was numbered with the transgressors, and he bare the sin of many.
So he bears the sins of many. So who did he bear the sins of? The Israelites. Meaning our people. Meaning people like you Old Testament lovers. That's fits you perfect right there. A lot of you make mockery. So the Most High had what? Fully gray hair. That's something right there to have fully gray hair at a young age and to die of a young age.
Right.
It becomes your Old Testament haters. I mean, your Old Testament lovers. Okay, read.
And made intercession.
And made intercession, read.
For the transgressors.
For the transgressors. Meaning the ones that broke the law. Meaning your Old Testament lovers right there. Because you believe in the whole Bible, now you believe in half the Bible. Just go back into the world, man. That's it. That's the only thing left. I mean, how do you do that? I don't get it. You sit up here and mock at us and make a mockery at us because we believe in the Messiah. I mean, a lot of you got a lot of nerve. I mean, really. Okay, somebody got me. Oh, that's it. That's it, then. We got over here.
What's the thing? Yeah.
The book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 13.
No.
I saw in the night visions.
He said, Daniel said he saw in the night vision, read.
And behold, one like the Son of Man.
One like what?
Like the Son of Man.
One like the Son of Man. Well, hold on, let me ask you a question. The book of Daniel, where is that? That's Old Testament or New Testament?
Old Testament.
That's Old Testament. You understand? For the Old Testament lovers, Daniel is in the Old Testament, okay? All right, read.
One like the Son of
It
Man.
said one like what?
Like the Son of
One
Man.
like unto the Son of Man. Read.
Came with the clouds of heaven.
It said came with the clouds of heaven. So you're supposed to know this stuff. So he said he came with the clouds of heaven. Read.
And came to the Ancient of Days.
And came to the Ancient of Days. So therefore, the Messiah, he came to the Most High. That's what he did. But you guys don't read that. All you read is Torah, Torah, Torah. It's good to read the Torah, but what about the book of Daniel? The book of Daniel is in Old Testament. Okay, Old Testament lovers? Okay, read.
And they brought him near before him.
They brought what?
And they brought him near before him.
And they brought them near before him. So therefore you got the Most High there, and you had the Messiah there.
God.
Who the Old Testament lovers say about JC. You understand? Read.
And there was given him dominion.
And there was what?
And there was given him dominion.
And there was given him dominion. And the ruler of the whole earth. Read.
And glory.
And glory. Read.
And a kingdom.
And a what?
And a kingdom.
And a kingdom. So therefore, the Messiah is going to be in the kingdom. But he's going to be ruling the kingdom. He's going to be our king. Okay, read.
That all people.
That what?
That all people.
And all people, read.
Nations.
Nations.
And languages.
And languages.
Should serve him.
Should what?
Should serve him.
Should serve him. Do you understand that, Old Testament lovers? When the Messiah, when he comes back, he's going to be ruling the nation of Israel, and the nations are going to be under him. Do you understand that? Yeah, read.
His dominion is an everlasting dominion.
His what?
His dominion
His dominion, meaning when he's going to dominate, read,
is an everlasting dominion.
is an everlasting.
Bring it out.
Meaning he's going to be ruling until the end of time. He's going to be ruling forever when the Messiah comes back. And that's in the book of Daniel, in the Old Testament. The Old Testament lovers, read.
Which shall not pass away.
Which shall what?
Which shall not pass away.
Which shall not pass away. Meaning that it is going to happen. Not say that it's not going to happen, say that it is going to happen. Because what? It must come to pass. Okay, read.
And his kingdom.
And his what?
And his kingdom.
And his what?
His kingdom.
Spell his.
H-I-S.
That's singular. His kingdom. That's his kingdom. Okay, read.
That
That which shall not be destroyed.
Right. Say that one again.
he's our king.
There you go. That means that he's our king. Right there. Brother said it perfect. Do you get it now? Old Testament lovers. Okay, read. Read that part over. His kingdom. Read that part. I like that sound. Let's read it.
And his kingdom.
And his kingdom, meaning when he's going to be ruling in his kingdom, when he's making second return.
Right.
Read.
That which
Oh, yeah?
shall not be destroyed.
Say it again.
That which shall not be destroyed.
That which shall not be destroyed. So when he come back and he make a second return in his kingdom, it shall not be destroyed.
That's right.
Do you get it? You Old Testament lovers. Do you get it now? Is this more? This,
Oh, that was it.
is this more? That's it?
Yeah.
More? Okay, yes. No, I think he got it. I thought he got more.
That's not right, kid.
Yeah, right. Yeah, bring it, go.
Go back to the scripture. In Revelation 7.
Right.
And like the brother bringing out so heavy, the same thing that's written in The Old Testament is written in the New Testament. Read that.
The book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 14.
Go ahead.
And there was given him dominion.
It was given him dominion. Him, singular. Him. It was given dominion. Go ahead.
And glory.
And glory. Because the glory goes to the Son. It goes to the Most High ultimately, but the Most High put that on the Son. Go ahead.
Right.
And a kingdom.
And what?
A kingdom.
And a kingdom. Every kingdom has a king. God. It has a king. Go ahead.
That all people,
That all people, go ahead.
nations,
Nations, go ahead.
and languages
And languages, go ahead.
should serve him.
Just serve him now. Now listen to this. Read that.
Book of Revelation, chapter 7, verse 9.
Go ahead.
After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude,
A great multitude. Go ahead.
which no man could number,
No man could number because we are as the sand of the sea. No man could number. Go ahead.
of all nations,
Of all nations. Go ahead.
and kindreds,
And kindreds. Go ahead.
and people,
And people. Go ahead.
and tongues,
And tongues. It just said that in the Old Testament.
Right.
Go ahead.
stood before the throne,
Stood before the Most High. Go ahead.
and before the Lamb.
And who is the Lamb? The Lamb is Yahushua, who y'all ignorantly call JC.
Right.
That's
All
right.
Read.
Clothed with white robes,
Go ahead.
and palms in their
Go
hands,
ahead.
and cried with a loud voice, saying,
Go ahead.
Salvation to our God,
Our God, thou shalt not serve no other gods before me. We serve the Most High. We do not worship Amakiak Yahushua.
Right.
We
That's
acknowledge him as King. Go
Right.
ahead.
sit upon the throne, and unto the Lamb.
And unto the Lamb. Go ahead.
And all the angels stood around about the throne, and about the elders,
Uh-huh.
and the four beasts, and fell before the throne on their
And
faces,
they fell before the Most High. Go ahead.
and worshiped
And
God.
worship who? No,
God.
Yahushua.
God.
No, JC.
G-O-D.
And,
God.
and worship the Most High. That's what I had to put out.
Right. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right. See how that's going down? Back and forth, back and forth. But a lot of you want to make mockery. I'm trying to figure where you get this stuff from. I want somebody to holler at me, come in my inbox or something. Let me know what's going on. Because I would like to know what y'all doing when, listen, y'all deal with the old and the new. Now y'all just going to old. I would like to know why y'all going backwards. That's what I want to know. Holler at me in my inbox. Okay, read. Something, yeah.
The book of Revelation, chapter 19, verse 16. And he had on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
Wow. Damn. Read that over.
The book of Revelation, chapter 19, verse 16.
Get out.
And he had on his vesture
And he had on his vesture, meaning that he had on himself, read,
and on his thigh
and on his thigh, because everybody has a thigh, correct? Right. Read.
a name written,
And name written, read.
King of Kings,
It's written on him, read.
King of Kings,
It said King of Kings. So therefore, he's going to be king when he comes back on this earth, when he make his second return.
that's right,
Okay, read. Come on.
and Lord of Lords.
And Lord of Lords. Meaning nobody's going to be over him. He's going to be our king. No, forget about Lucifer. No. You talking about your house shot. Yeah, read that. Yeah, you bugging out now. He must have had a nutcracker or something. Yeah, give me a nutcracker. Okay. No, read on. Is it nutcrackers or what?
And he had on his vesture
Oh, you got him? Okay, good.
and on his thigh a name written,
Right.
King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
Something else, but you gonna pull him out too. Yeah, I get that.
What you got right there? What you got?
You want to take a truck, huh? That's good, man. Yeah, King of Kings. Yeah.
And he hath on his vesture
And he had on his vesture, meaning he had on himself, right?
and on his thigh
And on his thigh, right?
a name written,
And name written. She had a name written on his thigh, right?
King of
It
Kings
said King of Kings, right?
and Lord of Lords.
And Lord of Lords, meaning he's going to be king when he make his second return on the earth.
That's right.
And what is a king? A king is one that rules. He doesn't have nobody over him. That's a king. You understand?
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna be over him. Okay, read. Yeah.
Same thing.
Okay.
The book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 10. He that believeth on the Son of the Most High
He that believeth on the Son of the Most High, read,
hath the witness in himself.
has the witness in himself. You understand? So a lot of us, we believe on the Messiah, right?
He that believeth not the Most High
So for your Old Testament lovers that don't believe on the Most High, right,
hath made him a liar.
have made him a liar. That's what you did. You guys made him a liar. Shame on you. Okay, read.
Because he believeth not the record that the Most High gave of his Son.
You don't believe the record the Most High gave of what his son. So you Old Testament lovers don't believe the record that the Most High gave of his son. So what you saying is you calling the Most High a liar right there. That's blatantly what you're doing. That's why I said just go backwards, man. You're in the Old Testament, just go back into the world. Go back and celebrate Christmas and talk about JC was born December 25th. That's all. Just go backwards, man, because Jordan doing it already.
And if they come in,
Yeah, right?
it's just blatant disrespect, and I'm going off. Shit like that.
And this is the record
And this is the record. Meaning there's always records of somebody on the earth. Right?
that the Most High hath given to us eternal life.
That the Most High had given us what? Eternal life. Right?
And this life is in his Son.
And his life is in what? In his son. Yeah, read.
He that hath the Son hath life. And he that hath not the Son of the Most High hath not life.
Right. Okay, read that one over.
Verse 12. He that hath the Son hath life.
He that hath the Son have his life. So if we believe on the Most High, meaning we have his life, right?
And he that hath not the Son of the Most High
He that don't have the Son of the Most High, right,
hath not life.
have not life. So if you don't believe in the Messiah, you don't have life.
That's right.
That's how that's going down. You understand? That has to be brought out. Because a lot of you going off, you make a mockery. And y'all gotta stop, man. Y'all going off and y'all going backwards. I mean, just go back into the world. That's it. That's all. I mean, that's only left for you to do. You can celebrate Christmas. You can celebrate Easter, Thanksgiving. That's coming up. What's up, New Year? Just celebrate that. And you got Valentine's Day. You love the Old Testament. Just celebrate that, man. That's all you gotta do. I mean, because you're just wasting our time, man. Listen, you go against the Most High Son. You can't do that. You're not going to win. Yeah, go ahead.
The brother's bringing out a valid point right now. Like how you start with the whole book, and then you find out you're an Israelite, you want to cut the book in half. What's wrong with y'all people?
Right.
Like that is going backwards, man. I don't understand. And then you question them about the Old Testament. It said do sacrifice. They don't do no sacrifice.
Right.
They're smoking cigarettes. Half of them don't even wear no zigzags.
know what I'm saying? And I'm like, if you don't believe in Yahweh Shai, if you're not sacrificing, what are you doing when your ass wicked ass sinning all the time?
Right.
What are you doing?
Con.
Right? Y'all don't make no damn sense. Y'all saying that we not supposed to sacrifice you in captivity. We not supposed to celebrate our feast days for your captivity. So what are you, just an Israelite by name, not by deed? Right? Y'all believe in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Y'all believe in sacrificing no more. And half of y'all don't even do the new moons or the feast days anymore. What's the point? But the man said you might as well go back into the world, man. Right? You already slided back, you might as well slide all the way and slip and slide all the way back to damnation. Right? You might bring it up.
Luke 19, verse 27.
Like Howard Shai said this, man. He said this to you wicked Israelites, that you not want him to reign over you. Y'all rather stay in this captivity and have Donald Trump be your president than be wrong about Yahweh Shai. Right? Bring it up.
Luke 19, verse 27. But those mine enemies.
What the Most High said?
But those mine enemies.
Yahweh Shai said?
But those mine enemies.
Because if you don't want Yahweh Shai to reign over you and be your king, you're no better than Esau. You know better than him, yeah?
But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them.
Y'all don't want Christ. You don't want Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Y'all rather Donald Trump. Y'all rather Menachem Pearson. Y'all probably think y'all the Messiah. That's why you don't believe in Yahweh Shai. Y'all think y'all the Messiah for some reason. Right? Bring it up.
But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither.
They see Yahweh Shai and said, bring him here. Bring him here. Who? Him? He don't believe in me? He don't want me around? This guy with a dead white girl? Bring him here. That's right. Bring him here. Bring him here. Get over here. Okay?
Bring hither.
Bring him hither.
And slay them before me.
Kill them. That's right.
Right. That's how it's going down, man. That's it. See, the Messiah and the Messiah have to get like that because a lot of you are very disrespectful. And then you think you'll get away with it. You're not gonna get away with it. Let's get the priest up there.
In the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 16, verse 12. His mercy is great, so is his correction also. He judgeth the man according to his works.
Start up.
The book of Sirach, chapter 16, verse 12. As his mercy is great, so is his correction also.
So as his mercy is great, also his correction also, right?
He judgeth the man according to his works.
So he judgeth a man according to his works. Now think about it, that's heavy right there. That's a spirit, and I got something to go along with that over there. Okay, come on. That's it? Watch this.
Matthew 12, verse 36. But I say unto you.
It said, what I say unto you, right?
That every idle word that men shall speak.
That every idle word, that what?
That men shall speak.
That men shall speak. Meaning your Old Testament lovers, right?
They shall give account, therefore, in the day of judgment.
Therefore, you're going to give account in the day of what? Of judgment.
That's right.
Right?
For by thy words.
For by thy words. By what the word shall speak of, read.
Thou shalt be justified.
Meaning the word you should be justified, whether it was good, read.
And by thy words.
And by thy words, whether you spoke evil, read.
Thou shalt be condemned.
Thou shalt be condemned. That's right. So whether you said something right or whether you said something wrong, you're going to be judged. It has to be brought out. Because even when you're talking, you can talk foolish too. And say stupid things. Yeah, get that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 22, verse 13. Talk not much with a fool.
It said talk not much with a fool. That's why when y'all be going at it and y'all be saying a lot of things, I don't even interact with y'all guys no more. With your Old Testament lovers, it's a waste of time. Because all you do is make mockery. That's all you do. But a lot of people, they don't see it. All they do is making mockery. That's what's a waste of time, even going back and forth. You go back, forth, for what?
Right.
They ain't gonna see it, they don't wanna see it. Leave them alone already. Yeah, read.
And go not to him that have no understanding.
And go to what?
And go not to him that have no understanding.
Don't go to him don't have no understanding. Those Old Testament lovers don't have no understanding. They don't get it. Okay, read. Just leave them alone, man. Read.
Beware of him, lest thou have trouble.
Beware of him, Lord. Beware of him. Of what?
Beware of him. Beware of him,
It says, beware of him, read.
lest thou have trouble.
Lest thou have trouble, read.
And thou shalt never be defiled
And thou shalt never be defiled, read.
with his fooleries.
With his foolery. Meaning, you're not going to be fooled by that person, by the Old Testament lover, read.
Depart from him,
Depart from him. Depart from the Old Testament lovers, read.
and thou shalt find rest.
And thou shalt find rest. Because when you're around them, you don't have no rest, man. They get on your nerve. They give you a headache.
Right.
That's why you got to take all them pills and drink wine, yanyan, or whatever you're going to drink because they get on your nerves. You understand? That's why I don't be bothered with them, man. I just say shalom and that's into that. We ain't got nothing to talk about. Okay, read.
And never be disquieted with madness.
And now be disquieted with what?
With madness.
With madness. They into madness. The Old Testament lovers are into madness. Read.
Book of Proverbs chapter 14, verse 7.
Read out.
Go from the presence of a foolish man.
It said go from a presence of a what?
Of a foolish man.
Of a foolish man. That's also in Facebook. Go of a presence of a foolish man. You see him there, y'all Facebook friends, and he talking about Messiah, don't even bother with him. Let him block, or just let him keep saying, don't even worry about it. Act like you ain't seen. Okay, read.
When thou perceivest not
When thou perceivest not, read.
in him the lips of knowledge. When thou perceivest not in him the lips of knowledge.
Because a lot of them, they don't have no knowledge. They talk stupid, man. You see it on the comment board. You see it there. They're taking all kinds of shots. After New Testament, JC, that's all they do. All they do, they take shots and they make mockery. That's all they do. They have no wisdom, man. Leave them people alone, man. I don't waste my time. You shouldn't either. You believe in the whole book, they believe in half the book, just leave them alone.
Right.
You understand? We got the full knowledge, they got half the knowledge. Or half of stupidity. Okay, read. Somebody get something.
The
Yeah.
book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 37. If a man think himself to be a prophet,
If a man thinks to what?
think himself to be a prophet
Think himself to be a prophet, read,
or spiritual,
or spiritual,
let
read.
him acknowledge that the things that are written unto you are the commandments of the Lord.
Right.
But if a man be ignorant,
So if a man be ignorant, and not knowing, read,
let him be ignorant.
meaning let him be ignorant, read. That's it? Yeah. Read. Somebody got something?
Good.
Yeah, good.
Matthew 15, verse 14. Let them alone.
He said, let them alone. Read.
They be blind, leaders of the blind.
They be blind, leaders of the blind. That's going into Old Testament, our lovers. Read.
And if the blind lead the blind,
And if the blind lead the blind, if you coming up here and talking about you believe in the whole Bible and then you believe half the Bible, now you're leaders of the blind. Read.
and if the blind lead the blind,
And the blind lead the blind, read.
both shall fall into a ditch.
Both shall fall into a ditch. So if you listen to the Old Testament lovers, you're going to fall into a ditch because you're falling right behind them.
Is that
Yeah, read.
true? You really believe that, brother?
Yeah, read.
Romans 16, verse 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions.
It said, mark them that cause them division. They cause them division. Read. They say that there's no Messiah. Read.
Mark them which cause divisions
It said, mark them that cause division. Read.
and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them.
And avoid them because look at what they learned and now they're going backwards. They had learned everything. They had learned Old and New Testament. Now they saying they held the New Testament, or as they like to say on the comment board, after New Testament, as the sister said, and they're going backwards. Read.
For they that are such serve not our Lord, Mashiach Yahushua.
So therefore, they're not going to serve what? The Messiah. They ain't going to serve him. Read.
But their own belly.
What? Their own belly, read.
And by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple.
Read. That's it? Yeah. Yeah, read out.
The book of Galatians, chapter 6, verse 3. For if a man think himself to be something,
so if a man think himself to be something, read.
when he is nothing,
read.
he deceiveth himself.
He deceiveth himself. Because he think he know more than the next man, when actually he doesn't know anything at all. He gets his wisdom from the Most High. Let's get the Apocrypha. Let's get Ecclesiasticus 101.
The book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 1 verse 1. All wisdom.
All what?
All wisdom.
All wisdom. So whatever you learn under the Most High, what?
Cometh from the Lord.
Coming from the Most High. That's where all wisdom coming from, the Most High. That's how that's going down. Yeah, read.
And is with him forever.
And with what?
And is with him forever.
And is with him forever. So any wisdom you learn is from the Most High forever.
Excuse me? What scripture was that?
That's in the Apocrypha.
Was it Ecclesiastes?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 1, verse 1.
Okay, I want that.
Yeah.
Book of Sirach chapter 1 verse 2. And can number the sand of the sea and the drops of rain and the days of eternity. Who can find out the height of the heaven and the breadth of the earth and the depth and wisdom? Wisdom hath been created before all things, and the understanding of prudence from everlasting. The word of the Most High God is the fountain of wisdom, and her ways.
Most High is the one, the fountain of wisdom.
Right.
That's where the wisdom comes from, the Most High. The wisdom does not come from. The wisdom does not come from yourself. You learn all your wisdom from the Most High.
That's right.
So when you're in a breakdown, you know Daniel, you know the Apocrypha, you know Revelation breakdown, you learn that from the Most High. That's where you learn that from. You understand? Yeah, read.
And her ways are everlasting commandments. To whom have the root of wisdom have been revealed, or who hath known her wise counsel? Unto whom have the knowledge of wisdom been made manifest, and who have understood her great experience. There is a great, wise and great, there is one wise and greatly to be feared, the Lord sitting upon his throne. He created her and saw her and numbered her and powered her out.
Why would you? You got health insurance? You got benefits?
Why would you want me?
You got benefits? You
I'm a
got health
sovereign
insurance?
citizen.
Do you? What are you gonna do when you get older? Not a goddamn thing.
I'm gonna live off the land. I know how to plant. I know how to garden.
Live off the land.
But what are you gonna do? You're gonna depend on the economy. You're gonna depend on. You're gonna depend on who? Donald Trump? That's what you're depending on. You're depending on Donald Trump.
What does that mean about Donald Trump? You're making absolutely no sense. You're embarrassing yourself. You're a fucking embarrassment. You and I are not the same country. You understand that? You understand that? You are three. We're not even the close. We're not even close. You're a piece of shit. You're an embarrassment. Go do something. Go back to school and do something. Go do something. Where is that jacket made? Where is that jacket made? Where is that made? Where's your shit made? Where is this made? Where is your shit made? Where is your shit name? Where is your shit name? Where is your garbage name?
He said, neither thy daughter should I give unto
Where
thy
is your
son.
stuff name?
It's the law
China?
from the Most High.
Yeah, you're so full of shit. You're full of shit. Where's your jacket made? Let's see it. Where's it made?
I had this jacket for a very long time.
Where you have that made? China. All that shit's made from China. Oh, police Israel. Let me see it. Where's the made in Israel? Let's see it. Where's your shit? Those are made in Israel? Where are those from?
Did you know?
Those are made from China. You're full of shit. You're bogus. You're full of shit. You're bogus.
You hear what the Most High said?
You're full of shit. You're
I
bogus.
don't care about your vain opinion.
What is this? What is this? What, my vain opinion? You just told me I should be ashamed of myself. You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh, selling t-shirts? You guys are going
She finished playing you.
She's playing you. You're from China, and you're full of shit. You're full of shit.
said that, go ahead.
You're full of shit. I'm not even listening. Made in China. 100% made in China.
Turn away from following the Most High to follow the devil.
China. Made in China.
No, you're not made in China. You're made by the Most High, but you're being used by a devil dog. You're being moved by you're being used by a devil dog, but you are made by the Most High. You have degraded yourself. You have degraded yourself.
That's how she got mad. You sound like a white girl. Oh, shit. I ain't gonna get into it. He coming to me with
Man, that's easy, man.
Trying to be cool.
Give me and that's what it is, man. Our sisters nowadays, they'll go and become human shields for the so-called white man. Human shields, man. They go crazy, man. They wonder why a black woman ended up dead in a swimming pool and nobody know what happened to her. She went to an all-white party with her white boyfriend. She ended up dead in a swimming pool and nobody know what happened. Nobody know what happened.
Tell you the sin when you start dealing with them.
It's a sin. It's a sin. And she wouldn't give me her vain opinion. She would have gave me her vain opinion when I'm telling her what the Most High says. I'm trying to tell her what the Most High says. She would give me her vain opinion. Right? You get that.
Oh, I'm good. You can lay there. Appreciate you. Thank you, man. Yeah, go for that one. It's a hard to be
Proverbs chapter 7, verse 11.
Bring it out.
She is loud and stubborn.
What is the so-called black woman?
She is loud and stubborn.
The ones that don't want to listen. Go ahead.
She is loud and stubborn.
Go ahead.
Her feet abide not in her house.
Her feet abide not in her house, man. She out here dancing with the devil. She out here trying to ridicule her brother, right? But really ridiculing herself by getting loud, ignorant, trying to sound like a white woman. Right. Well, you had Cassie, you had to put on a wig. Why you ain't put on a wig that looked like an afro? Why you ain't do that? I'm sorry that the sister had cancer, and I told her the Most High let you live, so you can listen to this.
When you told her, the Most High said, I don't want to hear that bullshit. So she's not even into the word.
Yeah, she's not into the word. Why would she be into the word if she's with the devil, man? The devil's gonna be like, I'm an atheist, and then you know what the sister gonna do? She's gonna say, I'm an atheist too. That's what she's gonna do. She's gonna say she is an atheist too, right? And the so-called black Hispanic and Asian, what do you want to do? Shuck and jive, the so-called white man, right? Shuck and jive. This is what happens. Wherever you go, you always see a monkey, right? You always see a monkey shucking and jiving, right? So they can feel cool about themselves. And they use our people for that, man. They use our people and use our people, and they kick us to the side, man. Let me get that one more time. Somebody give me Jeremiah 2:33.
Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love?
Why do our people trim their ways to seek love? Why do they deny their own people? Why do they deny their own nationality? Why do they deny their self-respect? Why do they do that to seek love? Yeah?
Therefore, hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways?
That's how you teach the wicked one their ways. I guarantee you right now, this one sister in the middle of all those devils, teach them the ways of us. Teach them how to dance like us. She teach them how to talk like us. She teach them how to dress like us. We always give our ways away to the wicked ones. Right? And the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans wonder why man. We are really are according to the Bible. Which are really are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. Sister, what's your nationality? Puerto Rican? You know before they came to your island and named you a port of riches, that you're really from the tribe of Ephraim, Israel? You know about all this? All right? All right, shalom, sister. All right, but then, you know, you got to keep the customs too, sister. You got to keep the customs too. You got to keep the customs too, sister. You can't just be an Israelite by words, man. You got to be one by action, man. Right? Yeah, they're not reading the Bible, bro. And then a lot of people, they say, okay, I'm an Israelite. All right, okay. They just go on and live and keep on living their wickedness. Like it don't matter. Like, okay. All right. Back to your pork and smoking cigarettes. Right?
Try to get down though.
That's what our people do, man. They hear the word of the Lord and they don't care about it, man. Somebody give me Proverbs. Give me Proverbs 1. Right? Proverbs 1, saw that 19.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 19. So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain.
So are the ways of the ones that are greedy of gain, man. Who's more greedy of gain than a money-hungry nigga and a bloodthirsty white man? Who's more greedy of gain than those two people right there? Yeah?
Which taken away the life of the owners thereof.
And they take away the life of the owners thereof, man. Right? To steal our nationality, man. These so-called crackers, man, they took our lives dearly. And then you can't have a good sneaker in the hood without them trying to take your life just to take those away. Right? You so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, y'all become scum of the earth. But y'all gotta return back to your prestige according to the Bible. Your real nationality and heritage, which are Israelites, according to the Bible. Bro, what's your nationality, bro? See, our people are retarded, man. Can't even have a simple discourse with them, man. Can't have a simple discourse with these people, man. Bring it out,
Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets.
Wisdom cried without. She uttered her voice in the streets, man. Wisdom cried without. She uttered her voice in the streets. We're supposed to be telling our people wisdom. Trying to give our people substance. Trying to give you a heritage that you can pass down to your children. But they do not want to take it. They think that this society is going to last forever. She's talking about, you get your benefits. Is there a benefit of being a black woman in America right now? When y'all going missing at a random rate? Right? When y'all daughters are being found in freezers? Is that a benefit? Is health insurance going to help out your daughter that's found in the freezer? Is that going to help you out? Right? Keep on reading out.
She crieth in the chief place of concourse.
She crieth in the chief place of concourse. We're in the chief place of concourse. Telling our people their nationality. Telling our people they have a royal heritage. Right? Why would she want me to get a job? I tell her I work at my own business. Get a job. That's what.
Pause it. Right there. That button.
Of course, if you have a job, that's good. But if I tell her I own my own business and I work independently, why is she still telling me to get a job? If someone is telling a cracker that, or they saying, good job being an entrepreneur, buddy. What's your business? Let me support you. Right? But she won't tell that to her brother. She just want her brother to be a slave, man. Right? Our people are born slaves, man. If I tell a sister I have an independent business, and then my rib has an independent business, you know what I'm saying? And then we're trying to teach our children independence, right? Why is she still trying to tell me get a job? Why can't I be a business owner? Why can't I be an entrepreneur? Because our people just want to be slaves, man. Continually, right?
In the openings of the gates, in the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
How long will ye simple ones will you love simplicity? This is a simple ass nation. Simple ass nation with a simple ass leader named Donald Trump. Right? A simple nation with simple heathens and simple Israelites that don't know they're Israelites. So-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans who are the children of Israel. Right? Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible, man. That's it on that point.
Jeremiah chapter 2. 2:14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a hornborn slave?
That's what I be wondering, man. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? What's going on with my people? Why my people like to shuck their jive and color their hair blonde, trying to look like crackers, right? Why do our people try to look like that? And old crackers that smell like bologna too, man. Look at this old cracker that smell like bologna, man, right? Smell like old bologna, right? Why are our people homeborn slaves? Why do they act like that, man? Why do they always want to please other people that hate them? Right? Why do they do that, man? When they hate each other, but they kill each other. Homeborn slaves, man. You know.
Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?
Why is he spoiled, man? Why does he act like that? Why does he hate his own people, man? Why out of a drop of a dime, a brother shoot another brother? When the racist cop crackers put him up on him, he say hands up, don't shoot.
Yeah.
Why is it I shoot a nigga dead, when a racist cop cracker pulls up on me, they say hands up, don't shoot? Why they act like that? Why do our sisters get so loud and cantankerous, right, against their own brothers, right? Yeah, look at why do our sisters like to deal with old retards?
Right.
Our sisters dealing with old retards, man. Right? Because they are nothing but modern day bedwenches, man. Is Israel a servant? Is Israel a homeborn slave, man? Why is he spoiled, man?
Psalms chapter 3, verse 2.
Bring it out.
O ye sons of men, how long will ye turn my glory to shame?
That's what they have done. They turned the Most High glory into shame, right? It's supposed to be a glorious nation. It's supposed to be the top nation. It's supposed to be a holy people above all people, right? But you take the Most High's glory and you put shame on it. You come over here and you curse out your brothers. And your brothers say, "Did you hear the word of the Lord?" You're saying, "I don't care about that." Right? Tell me to get a job. I tell you I got an independent business. I tell you that I'm out here giving you your nationality. You tell me to go get a job. You tell me to go be a slave. You're bringing the Most High to shame, okay?
How long will ye love vanity and seek after leasing?
How long y'all gonna love vanity? Y'all love vanity. I can tell y'all doing out there love vanity, man. Y'all probably get y'all there. I'm gonna say it. Those are the type of goods right there. You're probably gonna
Deuteronomy chapter 15. Only the Lord had a delight in thy fathers to love them.
That's what it is. Only the Most High had a delight in our fathers to love them. Right? Who else loved the so-called black and Hispanic besides the Most High? Nobody does. Nobody else loved the black and Hispanic people besides the Most High. These crackers out here, they hate your guts, man. They always do. These salty crackers out here. Nothing but a bunch of salty crackers out here. They hate your guts. Only the Most High. Only the Most High ever loved us, man. That's why we survived everything, man. We survived the crack era. We survived slavery. We survived Jim Crow. We survived mass incarceration. We survived the Tuskegee experiments. Did I go on? We survived everything, man. But that's only because the Most High loves us. Okay?
And he chose their seed after them.
He chose our seed after us, man. That's the reason why we keep continuing, man. Because the Most High saves us, man. That's the only reason. If the Edomites had it their way, all our children would be dead in Planned Parenthood. Just like Margaret Singer intended. Just like Margaret Singer intended, all of our children would be dead in Planned Parenthood. It's only the Most High that keeps a remnant of his children of Israel.
Even you above all people, as it is this day.
Even us above all people. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are above all people. All people. There's not something that you made and the white man made that is better. There's not a sport that you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans don't run. It's not an invention that you didn't invent. There's not yeah, the real Israelites are so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. according to the Bible. Let's say the Lord knows according to the Bible. Somebody give me Jeremiah.
Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2.
Bring it out.
Judah murdered.
The real Jews are anointed. Okay?
And neglect their language.
Their leaders have failed them. Okay?
They are black.
They are what?
They are black.
Who are the real Jews?
They are black.
Okay?
Unto the ground.
Which is black down to the ground. Right? Typificates the ground. In the paleo Hebrew tongue. Right? Okay?
And the cry of Jerusalem is going up.
The cry of Jerusalem has gone up. Our cries have reached the heavens, believe it or not. The cries that have been on slavery, the cries of mass incarceration, the cries of our sisters being human trafficked out there in D.C., the cries of our people have gone up to the heavens. And the Most High is bringing down judgment. That's the Lord.
Job 30:30. My skin is black upon me.
Job said,
my skin is black upon me. My skin is black upon me. My skin is black upon me.
That's what Job said, man. It gets so simple than that, man. Why is the prophet in the Bible saying that the skin is black upon me, but then the Christian pastor will never put that out? He knows. He knows. He reads that Bible. He's not going to tell you that because then he got to change his wicked ways. He don't want to change his wicked ways. He want to sleep with this. He want to sleep with that man's wife. He want to steal that money and get a vet. Right? That's how these wicked pastors are, man. Somebody give me Jeremiah. Keep on reading on that. Give me Jeremiah. Keep on reading.
My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat.
Bones are burned with heat, man. You know, the longer we stay in the sun, the darker we get. The longer these so-called white people stay in the sun, the redder they get, man. They turn themselves lobsters. And they catch skin cancer and die. Right? Look at this right there. You can tell he's been to sun. Right? You can tell he's coming off the vacation to cover his skin. Right? These people are not so-called white men, they're just the shades of red. White pink is red. And they are the nation of Edom. Edom in the Hebrew is red. Right? Esau is wasted away. Edom is red. You know that, right? How you doing, bro? Good, man. How you doing? Excellent. All right? What's your nationality? Funny question. I am half Mexican and half German. Mexican, what was your father? My father was Mexican. My father was Mexican, your mother is German? Correct. Well, according to the Bible, you're from the nation of Issachar. Okay. Right? You're from the nation of Israel, tribe of Issachar. Sorry for saying that. But you're from the tribe of Issachar, nation of Issachar. Right? Your father was from like Aztec? Aztec, Indian? I'm not sure. You swam here? You know, white woman? That sounds like a Mexican. Yeah, that's a Mexican. Right, well, according to the Bible, nationality.
Right here, finish.
Yeah, it's frozen. Nah, they had no gloves though.
Yeah.
Issachar is Yashikar. Yashikar, that means God has hired you. Or he is hired. Okay. Right, that explains the so-called Mexican.
Maybe hold on for a second. Hold on.
Okay.
Wait. Hold on. Hold on.
Aztec and Mayan children pyramids.
From both of the gloves.
Because the Most High said he is higher, right? So-called blacks is back.
Whoa. No, let it go. They can't walk behind there.
The only reason why we speak English, he'll bring along with us. But before that happens, he was part of the time. The world will never have peace until the real Israelites go back into Israel. Right now, the world is at war with the fake Israelites. The fake Jews.
All right, move back out. All right. Stay right there. No move. Stay right there. Oh, shit.
Yeah, like the brother bringing out, it's super heavy. A lot of us don't know our nationality. That's why the so-called white man and his backwards.
Hey, salam.
to stand next to this brother and say, excuse your name. No, you can't do that because we want to get you.
We're above everybody. We'll get to that. I try to treat everybody. What do you mean? On the beach, you know? What's your next time?
You're not part of the tribe. Issachar, Genesis 49, verse 14. Issachar is a strong ass.
He's a what?
He's a strong ass.
Now, you say he's a strong ass, that means he's a working. Look at a lot of the that explains why I work harder than you guys. So we go look at it up, right? But if you look at a lot of the Mexican, how can I say symbolism, it goes back to the donkey, right?
Salaki. Issachar is a strong ass, crouching down between two burdens.
Crouching down between two burdens, right? He's in the middle of two continents right now, North America and South America, right?
And he saw that rest was good.
He saw that rest was good. What is that Mexican festival they celebrate every day when they siesta? It's called siesta, it's called rest, right? That's Bible prophecy. It all comes together. Right? That you're really an Issachar, right? The tribe of Issachar, that's your real nationality, right? That's your girlfriend? Yeah. Your girlfriend, well, according to the Most High, you gotta get it. Well, but I think I love her. I know you love her, bro. But then the Most High say,
que la porra ya es cosa tuya.
Right? Damn. Now, if you want to, you can tell your concubine. I can't be your wife.
That sounds like fun. I don't know what that means. It sounds like fun. All right. I'm going to get out of here before I get into trouble. Have a good night, sir. God bless you.
Get a man.
Oh, come on.
Get a man. Come on, man. Let me get 1 Corinthians 11.
Oh, man.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 6. It's a lot, 16. Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow.
This is because Eve brought the sin from the serpent to Adam. Right. Most High said, woman, I'm greatly multiply your sorrow. That's why girls are dramatic. Go ahead.
In thy conception, in sorrow thou shalt bring forth children.
He said, in sorrow women shall bring forth children. That's why they get labor pains.
And thy desire shall be to thy husband.
Her desire is supposed to be to her husband. In your case, you're supposed to be her master.
And he shall rule over thee.
You're supposed to rule over him. Sounds like fun. Yeah. Now get this one scripture. One more scripture.
Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
He said the head of every man is Christ. We are supposed to try to be like Christ, yeah?
And the head of the woman is the man.
And the what?
And the head of the woman is the man. And the head of the woman is the man.
50-50 relationship.
And the head of the woman is the man. And the head of Christ is God.
Because there's a order, right? Just like Christ can't tell God, I'm the head of you now, over equal. The woman can't tell you equal, all right? Remember that, right? Issachar?
Yes, sir.
All right? God bless.
Only the Israelites.
Only the Israelites. Not the Philippines. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible.
Why are you laughing? Yes.
Like, come on, you man. She looked at him, he looked at me.
Yeah, a lot of my brothers are like that, man. She a man, right? And then you see, since I told him that, he had to hold down the chest a little bit more. Listen, I told yo, you a man. Like, you know, like Jeremiah 2, look at this way.
They got that happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, they think it's a happy wife, happy life. No, if your wife ain't making you happy, put her on timeout and get you another wife. Like, if your wife ain't making you happy, put her on timeout and get another wife.
Bring it out.
Right? We're not chauvinist. The Most High said there must be order. if these women want to be out of order, then they can be left alone for the slaughter. Right? Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Lord. Bring it out,
She got the mask on.
No, I have was used to be full like it is.
Mask on?
Yeah.
You know you could take natural stuff for that, right?
Yeah.
You can take medicine.
I don't have like a place sometimes I gather.
How we usually gather like feast days, the next feast day we gather for is going to be Hanukkah. We're going to celebrate it downtown. It's going to be December 11th. If you come back, next week I'm going to shop the class again.
Jesus black!
Right? You don't want to hear that. You want to hear that Christ is black. But I'm trying to pull out a scripture right now that's so heavy. I'm trying to pull out a scripture right now that's very black.